Hi guys, today I'm here to do my autumn TBR. As I've mentioned in like a past video or so, I've got a few remaining from my previous like seasonal TBRs, so I'm just going to quickly bust through those before I go through the new stash on my TBR. It's a little bit all over the place, some random picks that I've been excited for, books that I've had for a while, new books, that sort of stuff. It's a bit of a mix. But as I say, let's quickly start off with the things that were previously on the TBR. So we've got Voice of the Gods by Trudy Canavan. This is the third book in the Age of the Five trilogy, and as you can see, I almost couldn't see because my eye would have been knocked out. As you can see, I am nearly finished with this one, so hopefully this will be one of the first books I finish during September, and then I will knock out a series in doing so. I'm not going to really talk to you about these ones in much depth because I've talked about them previously in other videos, but yeah, there's that. Then we've got Tommy Adeyemi's Children of Blood and Bone, George Orwell's Down and Out in Paris and London, Ransom Riggs' The Conference of the Birds, the fifth book in his Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children series, and Stranger Things Worlds Turned Upside Down, which yeah, is like a little TV show kind of book going on about the show and like behind the scenes and stuff like that. So onto the new stack of books. So we have Sea Spell by Jennifer Donnelly. This is the fourth book in the Waterfire Saga series, so that'll be another book wrapping up a series for me, so hopefully I can get to it this autumn. This I think I've spoken a little bit about previously. It's about this mermaids, like magical mermaids obviously, so it's kind of like Percy Jackson but mermaids is how I always like bring it across and how I've heard it to be. There's this quest, these mermaids come together, there's like this prophecy that needs to be fulfilled to stop an old enemy coming back, basically. And yeah, this is the fourth and final book in that series. Then I've got The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. This one is beautiful. It's got blue sprayed edges. This I got from Waterstones, and it's one that I don't really know an awful lot about. Even when I hear it talked about in like wrap-ups and reviews and stuff, I kind of glaze over it because it's one of those books I want to kind of just know little about, so I'm gonna not say too much about this one, but I know a lot of people have read this already and have enjoyed it. Then we've got The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. This is another book that I don't know an awful lot, but it's one of those classics that everyone seems to have read. But yeah, I know it's just set in the Deep South, between wars, and I think it's about sisters. I think it has sisters in it, and it sounds like one of those emotional stories, but I feel like it could have an uplifting tone by the sound of things on what I've heard. So yeah, there's The Colour Purple. Then I have Ray Bradbury's Something Wicked This Way Comes, and this is in the edition of the Fantasy Masterworks. I've got a lot more of the science fiction Masterworks, but I want to start collecting some of these as well, which I haven't since this. This one says, it's the week before Halloween and Cougar and Dark's Pandemonium Shadow Show has come to Greentown, Illinois. The siren song of the Calliope entices all with promises of youth regained and dreams fulfilled. And as two boys trembling on the brink of manhood set out to explore the mysteries of the dark carnival smoke, mazes and mirrors, they will also discover the true price of innermost wishes. I think it's supposed to be a little bit creepy and haunting, so perfect for this time of year. Then we've got this one here, Educated by Tara Westover, and I've been meaning to read this for so long. I've got an e-copy on NetGalley as well, so this might be one of those books that I read like the e-version whilst I'm at work and the physical version when I'm at home. This is about a woman writing about her account growing up in a very isolated family. They weren't allowed any healthcare. She wasn't even a person according to the government because she wasn't like her birth certificate didn't like exist or anything like that. She didn't go to school, and then she, I believe, goes and gets degrees at like the most prestigious universities and stuff, and really like makes an education for herself. So it'd be interesting to read about that and the upbringing, and how I think her father was very end of days kind of sounding, like the apocalypse will come, the end of days. So yeah, I'm interested to see how this one reads and how she kind of overcame all of that. Then I've got here Ain't I a Woman by Bell Hooks. This is about black women and feminism, and yeah, obviously when everything was going on with protests and things like that, I wanted even more literature to kind of know the story that a lot of people like me have had to fight for so many years. So I've got this because I was reading Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race, and the part about feminism was really interesting, so I wanted something more specifically about black people, black women specifically, and feminism, more detailed in that account. So I saw this and I thought this might be a good place to start. So yes, let me drop that on my TBR too. Then I want to really finish and wrap up Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. I know a lot of people are cancelling her at the minute. I've got the book, I'm going to read it. As many people have said now, it is really just, it's the fans' world now. And I need to know how it ends. So yeah, I was planning on reading this in October time, and I think that's going to go ahead. I'm probably still going to do my reading vlog. It's up to you guys if you want to watch it or not. I understand if not. But yeah, my holiday has been cancelled, so I will be at home probably, or somewhere close to home, so I can do a reading vlog of that, which is the final book of the Harry Potter series. Then I've got here some of these books you may have seen me haul of late as well. This is Heads of the Coloured People by Nafissa Thompson Spires, and I believe this is a selection of short stories. It's a debut collection that interrogates our supposedly post-racial era. To wicked and devastating effect, she exposes the violence, both external and self-inflicted, that threatens black Americans no matter their apparent successes. Oh wow. Yeah, it just seems to follow lots of different black people, focusing on their lives and the prejudices they still have in this supposed post-racial era, as it said so well. And then I have A Queen of the Shadows. I don't know if I feel like I've sort of subliminally put this on my TBR anyway, but I really do need to continue on with this series. This is another one that I've just been having unfinished for ages, and I really need to move on with this. So this is the 4th book in the, does it even have a, I don't even know if it has a series name. I think it's just the Throne of Glass series, following Selena Sardothian, who is like an assassin kind of person. I really do want to be back in this world because I was enjoying just as the magic elements was really building up, and secrets were coming out. So yeah, I'll probably need to watch some spoilery reviews of the previous books, because it's been like years since I've been in this world, and then I'll probably just jump into that. I've been doing that with a few things now, like for example The Voice of the Gods. I haven't been in this world for like 4 or 5 years, and I pretty much just jumped straight into it and I got the gist eventually, but I don't really want to leave things that late that I do feel hazy. I just kind of want to knock them out more sooner rather than later. So there is that one. Then I have War Girls by Tochi Onyebuchi, and this one I've recently purchased. I've got like my little bookmark that I keep meaning to like cut out and use. This one sounds really amazing. It sounds like a futuristic Nigeria inspired world, country. Yeah, in a post-apocalyptic Nigeria plagued by violence and political unrest, 2 sisters dream of peace, hope and a future together. They're willing to fight an entire war to get there. It just sounds really epic and awesome, and I'm trying to get more into sci-fi because I feel like I've said this so many times, you get like sci-fi and fantasy grouped together, and I'm always more of a fantasy based reader, but sci-fi, I feel like I need to find my niche within it. And I've been enjoying, from what I've read, the very little that I've read of classic sci-fi, so I feel like some more contemporary, like futuristic, well I say contemporary, but you know when it's set in the future it's not really contemporary, but more currently written, modern day I guess, written sci-fi might be interesting, especially if it's YA. It'll be maybe a gentler ease into the genre. Oh, it also says someone has written a touch of steampunk, which sounds amazing because I went through a phase where I was really into steampunk and I kept adding all these steampunk books to my list, and I don't think I ever read any of them, but yeah, anyway, there's that. Then we've got this one. I feel like I need to rewatch The Room. I have here The Disaster Artist, My Life Inside the Room, the greatest bad movie ever made, by Greg Sestero and Tom Bizzle. Film The Room, you just need to watch it. It's just so bad that it's amazing, basically. And this is about one of the actors that was in the film kind of recounting maybe his choices of why he decided to contribute to this movie, how its reception caused like this like meme global I don't even know what I'm trying to say. How it got all the fame it got because it's such a crap movie. So yeah, it's just a little bit of like a non-fiction based around that. And then lastly, but not really lastly, because of course there's a load of Kindle books that I'll probably be reading as well. But I have got My Sister the Serial Killer by Owen Khan Braithwaite. I still need to figure out if I'm saying that incorrectly, which I think I am. This is another one which I have on Kindle as well. I feel like my energy is well low in this video, I'm so sorry. I've just been out for the day and I'm sort of drained and my book's just timbered and my bottle's rolling away and everything's a mess. Anyway, I've got this on Kindle as well, so it's another thing that I'll probably be reading at work on my Kindle, at home physically. And this is, from what I know, again, very little, I haven't dove too deep, but it's like a thriller. I don't know if it's a comedy thriller, but it's about this sister who's always going after her sister, like cleaning up after these people that she kills basically. So yeah, but it's from the sister that's not the serial killer's point of view. Why am I out of focus? It's trying to focus on the face on the book. But yeah, that is it. I need to show you guys like that mess that just timbered it was like a domino effect really. That is it for this video. Those are the books that I'm hoping to get through during autumn, kind of prioritising the books that have been on the TBR the longest, but also it's difficult being a mood reader in that regard. You just kind of like end up leaving things that you're not interested in. I find that I'm more of a mood reader when it comes to my Kindle. I just like randomly pick a title and choose it, which funnily enough I should be more strategic when it comes to that, because they're usually NetGalley and you kind of have to, you know, try and review it before a particular date. So if I could just take some of that and like implement it here, that'd be great. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and I shall speak to you in the video soon. Bye.